but I was motherfucking. Ooh, Sub-Zero updated. Let's go. But I was fucking. I loved that fight so much when I first seen it. And he started like copying like Yami's moves, and book cannon is mid set and she's already there, ready to draw. I screenshotted the exact moment she did it because I thought that was fucking badass as fuck. Because oh my gosh, it's literal a second before disaster happens, and he gets pieced up. And then she fights 5 elves by herself and almost won. Straight up stud.
It's in the screenshot, yeah, you did.
Fossil Warrior.
Literal seconds before disasters.
I was going to talk to you because apparently
pieced her up.
In Elder Scrolls Online, they did your baby girl dirty. Not Serana. But,
I'm sorry.
Meridia. They did her, they did
what did they do about Meridia?
So technically they didn't do her dirty, right? They confirmed that if she wanted to be, she could be one of the, what are they called? The divine gods. I can't think of the name. What they're called.
Aelids?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, she would be an Aedra, right?
Yeah.
However, none of the Aedra like her because of the way she does things, right? And they expanded upon why they don't like her. And it's basically because she's about purity, right? As I'm sure you know, she doesn't like undead. And the way she believes that you're pure is if you're basically like a mind-controlled zombie, right? Like you have no will of your own. You are 100% her slave, and that's how you're pure in her eyes. If you aren't like that, you're not like pure.
What the? Fuck?
So she's basically like a Nazi, but like God also. So that's why she's not an Aedra, and that's why she's a Daedra instead. But they expanded on that apparently in Elder Scrolls Online, which is apparently canon. I didn't think it would be, but it is.
And can't do my girl dirty.
Michi, I need your name on here
so
I can.
It's Sony Fighter 69. I should have Luffy as my profile picture.
I was talking about. No, I'm looking for a channel on YouTube. Improve your search engine. You're literally owned by Google. I was talking about on Master Duel, so I can send you an invite.
Oh, I'll play a little bit.
A Master Duel?
Danger deck.
Well, I was gonna try and teach him.
I'll teach him too.
Clap and teach.
Kind of
I don't think you're going to teach him.
It's going to be a different kind of teaching.
Why do you watch these, Michi?
What?
I usually like.
I just want to see what card.
If you skip, you'll see them all anyways.
Oh. You found
That's
a new card.
Skip.
Roman Judgment.
You get some okay cards from that pack. I need your player ID for Master Duel to meet you.
How do I get out of the shop?
I think the stream descended. You gotta hit circle like 4 times.
Oh, okay. Got it. I'm going to my name right now to tell you. The loading's kind of slow. It takes forever to load.
It is kind of slow. From what I've seen, it's only slow. Also, your stream like stopped, so I'm pretty sure it's just partly because of your internet.
Oh.
But if your internet's like not necessarily great, it's pretty slow.
You ready for my code? I'm gonna give it to you in digits of 3. All right. All right. It is 268.
Okay.
567.
Okay.
536.
And then it's Kozuki Odin.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. I'm going to follow you. You can follow me back or don't.
Friend. Cleve showed me how to do this last night. Follower.
Yeah, I woke up when I saw that you were playing with Cleveland. And I was like, hey, they actually played. I didn't think you would. There's a lot to this game, like a whole lot. Bishop, funnily enough, plays it like Unga Bunga.
Boonga boonga, why isn't my master roll?
Follow.
I don't know, it might have an update. They fixed a couple of things and they changed some other things.
Bro, that profile picture.
Sorry.
Oh wait, you like my Karibo?
Yeah, Yugi always used to have that thing in his deck. I remember that.
I don't remember how you get it, but I think you can still get it.
I think you combine like 5 of them and it makes like a big one or something. I don't remember. I don't remember him doing, in the show, I do not ever remember him doing fusions with cards. So that's something new to me. I've never remembered seeing that.
That was they did in one of us, like, later, like the second anime, I think.
Right.
Which didn't have, like, anything too crazy, right? They just had, like, monsters, tribute summoning, graveyard, and the Shadow Realm were being banished, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the second anime, they added fusion summons, right? Where you take 2 monsters, and exactly it sounds like you make them do a fusion dance from Dragon Ball, and you get a brand new monster. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's not. It depends on what monsters in particular. You need you need like an extra card for it and stuff.
Hey, let me go get my cards equipped real quick. I forgot to equip those.
I'm gonna use my water deck. Then there is also XYZ summons or Xseed summons, whichever you prefer. They're like fusion summons, but a little bit to the left. So instead of requiring 2 specific monsters to make a fusion monster for, like you would for a fusion monster and the spell card, for an XYZ summon or an XC summon, you just need 2 monsters that are like the same level, basically, right? So for some monsters, like you need, like as an example, there's this card called like XA something Zeus, right? For that card, for me to get it out, normally I have to have 2 level 12 monsters on the field. Then I can use them to summon that monster from my extra deck, okay? Then there's Link summoning, which is kind of similar. You should be able to join. I sent you an invite. It's not like the room's full.
How many cards can you have in your main deck?
You can have 60 cards. 60 cards in your main deck, and 15 in your extra deck.
Okay.
Now, typically, so if you play like actually, like if you're gonna play competitively, you only want to have 40 cards. Which I don't care about that rule, and the deck I use typically has 60 cards. Now, if I wanted to actually start getting like way better at the game, actually, if you want, you can watch me and Bishop play against each other. You see, but like this random, I'm using a water deck. He's gonna be using a deck I'm like, which I mean, it's perfectly fine.
They told me I would never be the best. I'm gonna be the Wizard King.
It's a strong deck. And it's interesting because the archetype is very. Let me know whenever you're ready to watch, Michi.
Alright.
The archetype is really good, but it's not really used together like this, which is funny because both of these cards are in the same like card pack. They're typically used separately for like side decks and on your main deck. Like in most decks, you'll see at least 1 or 2 kaiju monsters specifically for monster removal, which you'll see Bishop do here in a bit. And then danger monsters are used in other decks for like getting out easy monsters, basically. Another thing there is synchro summons. Those are another thing. They're a bit like XC's monsters, but a little bit different. So for XC's monsters, you need specifically 2 monsters that are, or 2 or more monsters, I should say, that are specifically like that level, right? So for this card called Cat Shark, you need 2 level 2 monsters to make it. And then whenever you make that monster, it gains those 2 cards as a material, right? And that material can be used for, whatchamacallit, for like a card effect, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, synchro monsters, they don't have to use any material. They just have, they either do have an effect or they don't have an effect, but they also have to have, like certain conditions for them to be brought out. Like in this deck, I have both XC monsters and synchro monsters. They also, synchro monsters also require a special card called tuner monsters to be made in the first place. Some monsters are tuners, some aren't. It's sort of like Konami's choice.
Alright, how do I join the room back again?
Go to Duel, and there should be, like, it should be a thing that says room. Go to there. If not, I can just send you another invite. If there's like a thing that says room, click X on it, and then it should take you to this room.
Door. Oh, man.
Crazy, like genuinely. It's taken me a minute to learn. Like I didn't know anything about XC monsters or anything. That YouTuber I sent you means
into our room.
Yeah.
So they plan on releasing a movie for Black Clover later this year sometime, and then they said season 5 Black Clover won't be released to the public until around 2024. 2 fucking years. It's gonna be a fucking Shield Hero win for me.
Have you seen that I didn't know the new Shield Hero season was out.
I've been watching it, bro. I bought premium again. I started watching this shit.
I don't see it, Zay. I see like 60 other. There's like 60 other rooms.
Yeah, I'll send you an invite then, don't worry. Now, typically, another thing is, most people don't typically build decks out of one not archetype, but this, like, attribute, right? So, don't do what I did. Don't build, like, a full-on water deck, because you're just wasting resources. I would recommend you to build the same deck that Bishop's using, just because it's a really good deck, and it's like really easy to learn. Like I said this earlier when I was playing with Cleveland and Eli. A trained toucan could literally learn it. It's not hard.
A trained toucan.
But it's a nice deck. It's decently strong. It got me up to gold 3. I think the highest I've ever been was like gold 2 or 1, something like that. But gold's AIDS. Like gold is super AIDS. So if you ever like actually plan on playing it, then have fun. But like I said, it's a fun deck. Are you into me too?
Yeah.
All right, I'll hit begin duel. No, my deck is a lot more. This deck is trash. My water deck. I'll tell you flat out. The deck that Bishop's using is really good.
What the heck? Look at a barrel.
Yeah, I got a barrel.
Let's
go. Depending on your deck, Dimitri, will also dictate whether or not you want to go first or second. So for the deck that Bishop's using, he wants to go second, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me,
what the heck is this?
What?
When did I get this? Oh! When did I get this card? When did I get Owner's Seal?
I don't know. I told you to put it in there forever ago.
That's crazy.
I told you to put it in there because it's a useful card. Yeah, you enjoy my music? You enjoy my music because it's the opponent's board that decides your music. And guess what? I'll meet you. Make sure you start spectating.
I had to pick my deck real quick. I spectated cleaving them for a good while last night.
Alright, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. I'll answer anything I can. I think it's so dumb that like your opponent's field determines your music.
Yeah.
Because for you guys get some awesome music because I'm using this field. But I gotta sit and listen to you guys' trash music. I say trash, but it's not bad.
I lay down my card face down and I shall end my turn.
I unfortunately didn't get a very good hand. This, like I said, this deck, oh, he's gonna kaiju something. Kaiju! So, this monster right here, Godarla, I don't know if you can see it or not, is a kaiju monster, right? They're based off of, like, you know, like Godzilla and stuff like that. They're based off of those, like that style of like, monsters.
Where'd it go?
You can only have one kaiju on the field.
Oh, that's right! I'm retarded!
What you could have done is, if you really wanted a big burn it, is you could have used Jizukiru.
Aw, sluts.
You gotta keep in mind, man, I'm trying to survive.
Survive!
I ain't got
Send
no monster
this
in my
nigga to the
hand.
shadow realm!
So that card you get, you saw me right there to use Michi. I don't know if you have it or not, but if you do, you can earn it for free by playing through the solo stuff, right?
That's the one card I actually did get, yeah.
The solo stuff is really good to do just so you can learn more about the game and different, like, stuff that's in the game. I forgot you had Humongous. Like, what is this nigga doing? He's such a strong monster for no reason. That's another good card right there, Monster Reborn. You might remember
That's
that
the card I was talking about earlier, guys.
Where you pick one card in your graveyard and just summon it.
Is that the card?
You were talking about a card that can search. Searching for reference, Michi, is whenever you look in your deck for a specific card.
What? Why isn't it broken?
Hey, you got another one! Yeah, it's like I said, I had a bad hand. But, it's a bad hand
Oh, and it goes back to my graveyard! Let's fucking go!
Yeah. It's a bad hand, because I'm not going to be able to deal any damage, but...
You mess with I don't get no danger cards. I've just been getting kaijus.
Is based entirely around
fire deck.
There's some good fire monsters.
I was like Team Yami and Julius all the way, and I love those two, and I still fucking do. Stud characters. But now, Melona came in, bro. Oh my goodness.
Now you're a simp, a master simp.
Oh my gosh, bro. She can step on me anytime.
She can step on me anytime. So like how I sounded for this one character in Fire Force. And I still stand by that statement. But a card that can search, Michi, is any card that can look in your deck to bring out like another card, right? Those are really useful. There's only a handful of cards that can search like that. We're gonna drip a bottle of water. Ugh.
Stop it! Ugh. Fucking dog man.
Like, you gonna use his effects? His Galaxy Brain effects?
Yeah. It does nothing with your card.
Match the useless. Can't kill him. What are you doing?
You're not killing him?
Nah, because of his effect.
Just wait till I get a fucking kaiju. I got more! I got plenty!
Yeah, I'm stuck here trying to figure out like how I'm gonna do this.
You're about to get sent to the Shadow Realms, That's all I gotta say.
I am about to get sent to the Shadow Realm. I don't have this deck. I said it before, but this deck is not very good. Mostly because it's kind of. So this is a deck I made whenever I very first started. This is actually my second deck I made. I had a Exodia deck. I don't know if you know what Exodia is.
I do know what Exodia is. The very first special card that was shown in besides Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah, and then it immediately got tossed away, like literally thrown off the side of the ship because it was broken.
Yeah.
I had an Exodia deck. That deck was trash.
Oh, you're mean to me.
Mean
to me.
I mean, it's mean to me too. I'm out here with 3,000 HP.
Easy.
And I ain't got nothing good. What did you get, like a Kaiju or something?
I got a Kaiju. That's the same strength.
Oh, you got the...
I got Thunder King.
Yeah.
The Lightning Kaiju. Lightning Strike Kaiju. I don't go until 1 tomorrow, and I'll probably get off early, and then I don't go back into work until like Friday. That's cool.
Well, I'll be able to go into something if I do this. No, because it's on Tinder. Neither is that. Can't go into that. See, Synchro monsters used to be considered like Chef's Kiss. But then XC's monsters came out. They're not considered Chef's Kiss anymore. Mostly because these monsters, Synchro monsters require a little bit of setup before you can get them out on the field. And this deck, unfortunately, doesn't have a whole lot of like support like that. Because I made this deck before I really knew what I was doing. The deck that Bishop's using is a deck that I made whenever I sort of knew what I was doing. I had like a rough idea. I use the same deck for main stuff. You're in danger.
You're in danger.
You're in danger.
You're a slut.
I'm doing my best to survive, brother.
My gravy.
That's not gonna do anything because it's a trap. I hate this game. I tried picking the one that wouldn't be it, but that's what I get. I hate that you have 3 of those, I only have 1. And you're gonna ride Geki me? Ah! Didn't work because of that trap I put. Truly busted.
Oh, I know that shit. Ah, damn it! What a waste.
What are you talking? You should have attacked because you can still destroy it. It would have been gone too because that effect is only once per turn basically. I hate this game. I just genuinely hate this game. I just got done so dirty because of this bumbling game.
Heart of the cards, baby. Heart of the cards.
I'm constantly relying on heart of the cards. Bishop, you wouldn't believe it, but this nigga Bishop is the luckiest nigga in the game, I swear to God. I've seen him, there was one time he's put down like 3 or 4, like 2,000 plus attack monsters. Because he did that effect, and he got lucky every single time. And so he just immediately turned one, I think it was either me or Cleveland. It was some BS. Put him in attack position, eh? Put down
You don't think my Jackalope can do anything?
I mean, kinda, yeah. Unless you're gonna like attack. He's still not gonna be able to, like, kill me this turn at least. You niggas need to get my field. All
I know, I really want it. I really like it. It's a beach kind of thing. I like
it's into a solo mode.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like more of it. Yeah, I have gotten so lucky, Michi, where I have first turned 3 blue eyes, 1 dragons, and 1 rounded Gavin.
This nigga is lucky. Like, not even, like, that's a joke. He is lucky.
I get pretty lucky. Going retarded kind of makes you lucky.
It sucks. It really
Don't
does
brain
suck.
dead. Don't think. Only monkey. Yeah, I got 3 danger Bigfoots. Cause I put like, I think I put like 3,000 into the danger decks. I was like, yeah, I want like 40 or 400 cards or 300 cards or whatever. So I want all this. Give me that shit.
That's a good deck too. It's a
Yeah.
like genuinely. I've been trying to tell everybody, like, get everybody else on, but Childers refuses to because I'm the one telling them to. It's spiteful. Cleveland also for the exact same reason, and Gavin refuses to because he sees it as point made, even though he has a 1-turn kill deck. Now, Eli and Bishop, however, they listened and they are enjoying the Oonga Boonga.
Hey, guys, Bryce and Cleveland, oh, why would I enjoy it? Nah, brain dead. There you're not.
I mean, because, like, you can play Oonga Boonga and see some success, but, like, this deck works amazingly well if you actually think. The only reason why, like, I market it as Oonga Boonga is because it's easier to understand it that way, because there's not a whole lot to it. But you can beat some really annoying decks online if you know what you're doing. I wouldn't do that.
Reveal yourself! Ow!
Because I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I cast fourth face down, Dark Magician.
Cleve loves the Dark Magician.
Yeah. That's what he mostly uses. But now, the Dark Magician deck, so, I don't know if you remember or not, I told you earlier that most decks suck. That you know from the anime at least, right?
Right.
Dark Magician deck is one of those few decks that does not suck.
I think that's Yugi's favorite
actually-
card.
I think it is.
His prized card.
Dark
The
Magician!
Dark Magician slaps. Like, genuinely. It's like the deck, it's a control deck. So, do you remember Clash Royale?
Yeah.
Do you know how there's like different like deck types and stuff?
Uh-huh. I'm about to download
It's a
Clash
bit
Royale
like
right now.
that.
Ah, you fucking stupid bitch!
You could just summon a danger monster, or add one from your graveyard though.
Yeah.
This means you can get Danger Bigfoot out.
Danger, danger!
The danger deck is very good. Quit asking me if I want to use friggin' Twin Twisters. I can't use it.
What the fuck? The effect of danger. Okay! Go big brain!
I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that.
Oh, yeah. We're doing it again!
I'm telling you, this
We're going big brain!
I'm done because he's gonna cancel it.
We're going! Don't worry, you don't understand it.
I mean, you're gonna cancel
You can't
it.
see my big brain. They never understand it. They call it me out. No.
Except you actually made the right play, because if you did, I was gonna hit you up with torrential tribute and kill all your monsters.
The hard way. How to play.
You're gonna do him like friggin' Childers did Eli. It straight up made Eli not want to play the game.
Don't worry, Michi, I'll go easy.
Cause it said, but you want to play? I won't go easy on you though. Eli had no
I'll
clue
go
what he
as
was
easy
doing.
as Marilona goes on her students.
Not at all.
Not at all. You want to go first, Michi.
No, you don't. Whenever you first start playing, generally going, you think going second is the best thing you can do. However, when you start getting like up there in terms of skill level, going first is a lot better.
Oh, what is this bullshit?
Well, you get unlucky. For first time.
Got 3 spell cards and a trap card.
Well, get really unlucky? It ain't fun, is it? Did you guys' life points are at 0 for me?
I'm already dead.
Danger Kaiju. Such a good deck. Now with more Kaiju. I wish I'd add more Kaiju support.
Yeah. Oh, let's go! Waiting for a response. Oh no, he cheats the lagging.
You mean you're the nigga like it? Mickey don't lie.
That.
Eh.
Yes, sir. For I was for streaming.
You still streaming
You're
on
not
YouTube?
ready for the kaiju files, Michi. You're not ready for it.
I had that card actually come in clutch for me one game.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so very rare.
So I only had like I had a Kaiju and an Owner Seal. But the Kaiju I had, the dude had like 2 monsters that like one had like 4,000 attack and another had like 2,000. 2,600. And the monster that I had was like Gamma Seal, right? But I had a Kaiju files out on the field. So I was able to get like destroy my Gamma Seal after I like brought it back to my side with Owner Seal and then give myself a Jizukiru so I could beat down his 2,600 attack monster. After I used his 4,000 win a tribute.
I'm lagging so hard. I might have to stop the stream.